Why would you just fall in love with a normal human when in anime you could get into a relationship with a god? That's why we're here with the top 10 romance anime with a goddess human romance. Let's go! Number 10, Kamigami no Asobi.
初めましての挨拶をしたんだよ。礼儀正しい挨拶だよ。
Sometimes the most ordinary objects in your house can change your entire life. Sometimes it can even just be by watching this video. You see, when our girl Yui went to her home's storehouse, she saw a sword and she got isekai'd to another world out of nowhere. But this new world might just be better than her old one because 5 smoking guys will meet her, and there's also the king of gods, Zeus himself.
大丈夫。怖くないよ。
If you love reverse harems, you gotta add Kamigami no Asobi to your list because it is just so well executed. It has a bit of fan service, but I promise that none of the episodes are gonna bore you. Not to mention, every episode actually has plot that'll surprise you because it actually has substance. Can't believe it, right? Well, there's also character development and a good story, so that's why you have to watch it. Number 9, God's Games We Play.
お姉ちゃんとレイシは何か関係があるのかなって。
私は3000年も氷河に埋まってたのよ。
If you're bored out of your mind that you think you can't do anything, then you're lucky enough that you're not in this anime because you'd still be bored. You see, the gods only chose the smartest of the smartest when it comes to getting some good old entertainment. So you'll still be chilling in your basement, but the entire game takes an interesting turn when a former goddess and a genius boy join forces to win.
みんなタイタン側に寝返っちゃったし。
そうか。
どうかしたの？
そうだレイシェ。寝返りだよ。
寝返り？
It's not only for fans of gods and humans romance, but also for viewers like the gods vs. humans genre. Everything is also somehow refreshingly straightforward, and you could think of it as if Record of Ragnarok and No Game No Life had a baby. It's a series that wants to be different, but in a good way, which is why it actually works. If you want to start thinking again, maybe this is the one for you. Number 8, The Helpful Fox, Senko-san.
俺は中野です。サラリーマンやってます。
わらわの名は千子。こやつの妻兼母親じゃ。
その金方はやばい。
Are you stressed out? Don't have someone to cheer you up? Well, unlike you, our boy Kokuruto Nakano has one. He's been under constant stress like the rest of us, and he lives alone, so no one's there to support him. But one fox deity arrives after his stress starts to manifest as a dark force that's gonna ruin his life. She's there to rescue him, and I wish she would rescue me too.
わらわとの買い物がお主の幸せじゃというなら、話は別じゃがの。
Without a doubt, this anime is one of the most wholesome shows out right now. And I'm not kidding when I say wholesome. It has these vibrant colors and very upbeat theme songs that could just put you in the mood. The fact is that there is a lot of talent that went into it, and I could say that it definitely paid off. Just don't put Senko-san too close to furries because she might get into a bit of trouble. Number 7, oh, my goddess.
さっきから皆さんどうしたんでしょうか。もしかしたら圭一さんの身に何かあるのかも。
あるとしたら君の方だよ。ちょっと見学しただけでこれだもん。先が思いやられるよな。
If you went full-on goddess to help you instead, then you might want to call the goddess help hotline to make your wish come true. And our boy Kaichi accidentally called the goddess Belle Dandy. Then out of nowhere, which is a bit sus, starts saying things like she'll have to stay with him forever. But what he didn't know was that Belle Dandy actually fulfilled his wish and he got evicted because his dorm was for guys only.
どうかなされましたか。
いや、なんか信じられないなって。君みたいな子に朝ごはんを作ってもらえるなんて。
Selfishness bites in the butt, but at least Kaichi has this beautiful girl by his side. This series is not that entirely dramatic and focuses more on the comedy side of things. It's perfect if you just want to lay on a Sunday afternoon and turn off your brain. If you like learning about mythology, you get plus points because it has a lot of it. Number 6, Heaven's Lost Property.
その前にこの鎖をなんとかしないと。
鎖でしたら自由に伸ばしたり消したりできますが。
そういうことは早く言ってくれ。
Are you dreaming of really weird things every night? Then you might just be the same as Tomokoi, who always dreams of an angel. His childhood friend gets concerned and asks a guy who's weirdly into the sky. As it turns out, he's dreaming about the so-called new world, which even scientists are confused about. Is he Heaven's Lost Property, or does he just need sleeping pills?
起きて、遅刻しちゃうよ。
違うんですソハラさん。これは鎖を外そうとしているうちに。
Some of you might not be big fans of the ecchi comedy genre, but trust me when I say that this series is gonna change your entire view about it. Yes, it has a lot of it, but what it also has is a goddamn good story to back it up. It even has that classic 2000s background that a lot of you might be nostalgic for. It's pure eye candy and humor, and you'll love every single episode of it. Number 5, God of Mountains in Jujubee.
说起来，我跟赵灵月在一起的那段时间。
The word Jujubee sounds straight up like a person from One Piece, but it isn't because it's actually from this Chinese anime. Our girl, Xiao Xiao, is always hated by the people because she brings a lot of bad luck. But everything changes when she goes to a God of Mountains temple and meets the mountain god himself. But what they both don't know is that this encounter is going to change their lives forever.
对你来说可能是好笑的事情，但是对我来说，那都是沉痛的过往。
God of Mountains in Jujubee is a textbook example of a guilty pleasure anime, and I'm here for it. There's a ton of cliches, the writing is an Attack of Titan level, and there's a lot of fan service, but it works in its own way. It's hella entertaining, which is something I can't say for most anime, and the artwork is kinda unique. You'll also like the characters since sometimes they can be relatable. Number 4, Bed and Breakfast for Spirits.
あんただっていいって言ったのにヨウとキリコの鉢を買ってくれたじゃない。
気に入らなかったかい？
気に入ったわよ。
そうかい。
とっても気に入った。
Sometimes you just don't have to be afraid of spirits. Well, sometimes. It just turns out that Oi had the ability to see Ayakashi, spirits from another realm. Even though her mother abandoned her and her grandfather passed away, she learned to coexist with them. But he had some debt to the ogre god, and now Oi has to pay the price by marrying him. Talk about being unlucky with your family.
やったー。嬉しい。ありがとう大旦那様。
今までのどの贈り物よりも葵が嬉しそうだ。
This series is a hidden gem, and I am so surprised why not a lot of people watch it. The entire concept is just unique, and you can tell that the voice acting is also so good. You might think that it's just a copy of Kami-sama Kiss, but you are so wrong, because it has its own unique little twist. And at the same time, you're right. You just have to watch the series to know why. Number 3, The Mythical Detective Loki Ragnarok.
何を言って。だってここにいると不思議ミステリーにいっぱい出会えそうなんだもん。
マイラ、好奇心だけで首を突っ込むのは危険だよ。
美少女探偵誕生イエーイ。
聞いちゃいない。
Okay, this is not a Marvel show. I repeat, this is not a Marvel show. But we are following Loki. You see, he was banished, became a child on Earth. He has a mission to harvest cruel auras from human hearts, and this little guy has the most genius idea. Why not just make a detective agency out of thin air? I don't know how stupid people in this anime are, but I would not trust a child.
お人形。
お人形？
笑ったり喋ったりするの。うふふとかお姉ちゃんってもう可愛いのよこれが。
I think using Norse mythology as the background and the main concept of this anime was a really unique choice because it just blends supernatural events with mystery perfectly. It has that satisfying ending, and the music and sound were unusually good. Think of it like The Devil's a Part-Timer, but the MC was actually smart. See what I mean? Number 2, Spice and Wolf.
何気にすることはない。オスどもは皆アホのやきもち焼きじゃからの。
そしてメスもそんなことが嬉しいアホ。どこを見てもアホばかりじゃ。
Okay guys, who don't know about this anime? Almost every forum has this topic mentioned Spice and Wolf at least 5 times. Well, if you live under a rock, the wolf deity Hollow was now being ignored by people, but her chance for revival comes when she meets a merchant named Kraft. They both make a partnership that'll not only help Hollow, but give them an adventure that they'll never forget.
困りず。
とりあえず俺の用が先だ。
For me, Spice and Wolf presents a whole new definition with its one-of-a-kind plot. Yes, this series has a slow-moving plot and a lot of dialogue, but it has a charm to it where each conversation is very interesting to watch. In terms of animation quality, it's being renewed, so you could definitely say it's top-notch. It's calming yet exciting, and the amount of people that like it already proves that it's amazing. Number 1, Kami-sama Kiss.
あれ。
早く乗れ。お前はヤシロに帰る気がないならここに残ればいい。俺は帰る。
待ってって。
Last but not least, the ultimate show for this video is none other than Kami-sama Kiss. We've mentioned it before, and now here it is. In this anime, Nanami is homeless because her father's debts, and when she finds shelter at a shrine, she meets 2 spirits and a fox familiar named Tomei. That's when he realizes her debts and the world of the gods are very connected.
お詫びの印に酒の席を用意した。
七海様、巴殿がああ言ったのも七海様の身を案じてのこと。
Words cannot describe how much I love this anime. It's lighthearted, sweet, and has a bit of spice when it comes to some small-time drama. I also love the character designs, where they aren't over the top, but you can clearly tell who's a god and who's not. It might have aired way back in 2012, but up until now, it still stands as number 1 on my list of the top 10 romance anime with a goddess-human romance.